What's up, everybody? This is Chase Iron the Dwarf, and today we're back on the Juxcraft server. And I know videos on Juxcraft are a little bit more sparse than they have been, but if you've seen my last episode, you'll know why. And that's because I was out of town for a couple weeks, and that's not something I have much control over, because I was visiting with my dad. I do believe this is the desert. And that won't be the last time this summer where that happens, and I will try to keep you guys updated as to when it does happen. But for this week, anyway, I am back here with my computer, obviously, because I'm recording, and just let you know that I've got some inspiration recently for a new project. Starting with a new project, not going to a new location per se. Right now I'm just going to the desert because I need some sand, a lot of sand. And it's using the area where my old base was. You remember the one that spawned in the ocean? That is where we're gonna actually do something with, instead of just dig a little mine, speed mine. We're gonna do more work there. And to be quite honest, I'm kind of glad we were going to get some use out of that, because that was a pretty boring area. I wish it was daytime. I don't have a bed out here. But in the meantime, since I've lost track of what I was going to immediately say, I'm going to figure out more of a topic to discuss, and whilst I gather some sand, and I will get right back to you guys. We are back. Got a bunch of sand here. And now we're going to go over to our location of the new build. And one thing I wanted to talk about, I took some time in the Nether Hub, just stopped to think as to what I was going to talk about today. Because normally what I'll do in a video is I go and discuss some random things, and then my commentary stops because I run out of stuff to think about and I can't figure it out off the top of my head. And I've been told by a few people that they like my commentary, but if I could keep it constant, that would be much better. So I have a little story to talk about, and that story, I believe, is going to be my first date. Yeah, that's where I'm at in life. It was actually a couple weeks ago, but then I went to my dad's and I wasn't able to talk about stuff, so that happened. Anyway, it was with, obviously, Lady Iron Dwarf, my girlfriend, and I decided I was going to talk about this since she's watching my videos. I think she'd get a kick out of it. If not, oh well. You can enjoy the recap. And so essentially what happened was we went to the movies, just a regular old movie date, except unlike your standard movie date, she didn't want to see any of those like chick flicks. What was that one that everyone was there to see that day? I think it was called The Fault in Our Stars. We didn't go see that. I don't think either one of us was into that sort of thing. But no, surprisingly enough, we both wanted to go to this, but you don't see a girl every day that would want to go to see the X-Men movie as a date. And hey, I'm not gonna complain one bit about that. I liked the movie, and I had a good time. I think she said she did too. I'm sure I'll hear more about that. But yeah. So we were in the theater. We were just standard boyfriend, girlfriend, sit in the back row, yada yada yada. Some things I won't talk about. But anyway, one thing that we endured was, I say endure because of the way the movie seats were designed. may have not been the best idea, but we both had a good time. When that was me having my arm around her the whole time, like my arm over her shoulders the whole time, and that's all right. That's all right. No big deal. But the thing is, when you're in those movie seats, it tends to work out in a way where my arm stiffens up, nearly falls asleep, eventually becomes uncomfortable. And then the same thing happens to her neck. Like I remember, I had to actually take my arm and was like, sorry, I had to. My arm's getting stiff. I need to stretch out. And then she'd move her neck, and all I hear is pop, 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 pop. So yeah, we both saw, and we both ended up dealing with stiffness because of movie seats. I think next time we'll see a movie, it'll probably be at one of our homes or something like that. Something where we aren't going to do more harm than good, so to say. But yeah, that went well. Surprisingly enough, this is the interesting thing, and I'm not going to complain at all about it. I'm actually love this fact about her. She is into the video games and all that lovely stuff, just like I am. Like, I even talked to her about something that, like, the possibility of us making a video together for the channel. She said she was all for that. Issues is I may need to get a new mic or clean the house, but there's some things causing a problem with doing that. But maybe someday in the future. Maybe someday in the future. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm just saying it's a possibility. Don't know what you guys would think about that. So yeah, that was, in a nutshell, that night went good. I'm 16, but I can't actually draw. I don't have a license. I got a permit, but that doesn't exactly work where I need. It's just because I have a busy schedule, as you guys might know, so I haven't actually taken driver's ed yet. And I'm actually in need to find time to do that and take my driver's test, because my permit expires late September. And you might be thinking, now this is June and September's in long. That's a good distance of time. You've got plenty of time. With my schedule, I got maybe 1 or 2 opportunities between now and then to get all this done. And either way, I'm gonna be pushing it. So that's that. So where I'm going with that is that my parents took us, and they went to see a different movie. They saw I think it was A Million Ways to Die in the West. They thought it was a pretty funny movie. I haven't seen it, but in the future, possibly, maybe, I don't know. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually laying sand to clear out ocean water to make that way we can make a crater in the ocean. My inspiration comes from a few different people. I know that on Hermitcraft, King Daddy DMAC does this sort of thing, and he ends up making the walls glass in the end, which would be a cool idea. I might do some of that. Or I might go another end from my other inspirational person, who I've found out about more recently from Simpalaxy, is a guy named Morbus. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Somewhere along those lines. I'm sure if Simp watches my video, I'm sure he will say the guy's name in the comments. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. And that is that. So essentially what's going to happen is it's going to make a giant crater, sort of dealio. and that will be open to the with air. I want to make it kind of massive. So what I'm going for is, once I get this crater in, I want to have some like fancy tower in the middle, going up and reaching out of the ocean, being my evil spire of evil and whatever words you want to describe it with. And alright, and now one of the parts about this style is I can take a shovel and get rid of the insides. And we can reuse sand. No, don't get rid of that one. So I'm going to do some work clearing this out, and I will get back to you guys. Yeah, it didn't take me long before I realized I could use the torch trick to clear this out, and that would be much easier on me. Oh, now that this isn't solid, I actually need light down here, so we'll leave those two guys there for the time being. And now we'll pop back up here and just lay some more sand down right here. Yes, yes, very nice. Trying to think what else is going on in my life recently. I went to a wedding last night. That was interesting. Quite frankly, not my favorite choice of colors and whatnot. My mom was actually the head bridesmaid. It was my cousin getting married. So the big complaint my mom had was the color of the dresses, and they were bubblegum pink. Yeah. That was, I can tell she didn't enjoy that coloring. So that was an interesting time. Yeah, I'm just doing some boring. This work is kind of tedious, of laying sand down, then torching it out, then repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the recording, and I'm going to come back with you guys once I have some more significant work on this done. So I will be right back. So I've done a little work. Oh, someone wants to stop us from making a commentary, an episode on the Juxcraft server. He died for that. Penalty for preventing Lord Ironsworth from making a video on the Juxcraft server like that is death. So the skeleton suffered. But yeah, I did another couple layers on that end, and then went ahead and brought it down here, because it's going to get here eventually. So I thought, may as well just drop it. But drop it. Yeah, just drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. But anyway, I think I'm gonna end the episode there. I may do some more work off camera, but for right now, I think I've done enough for one day. So if you like the video, feel free to give it a like, subscribe if you want to see some more, and leave a comment letting me know what you want to see, because like I said, spent some time in the Nether Hub today thinking about what to talk about. So if there's anything you guys want me to talk about, let me know and I will see what I can do. So thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye bye.